Alright guys, today I'm working on a Chevy Trailblazer 2-wheel drive, and I'm gonna be doing the wheel bearing. First thing first, you wanna put your jack in a good enough position and jack up your car. The best position is the frame of the car. Now as soon as I lift my tire off the ground, the next thing I wanna do is take out my tire. It's held in place by 6 bolts or 6 lock nuts, 19mm or 3/4 standard and metric measurements. So once I take that off, I can put my tire down and sit on it. But remember, safety is key. So I wear my gloves, I wear some goggles, and I position my jack stands. And the best positions for your jack stands, as you can see, is on the frame of the car or on the lower control arm for this car. But if you find another good enough position, you're more than welcome to use that. But remember, safety is key. Now that I know I'm safe, I'm ready to work. So I take off my tire and I'm looking at my job right there. Next thing I want to do, I'm attacking the tire rod, held in place by a 21mm bolt or nut or 13/16. I take it off. Now there's a tool to pop out or separate the tire rod, but I use the hammer and I knock the bracket of the knuckle where the tire rod sits and it frees itself. Not the tire rod, the bracket. Now I want to pull off my caliper bracket. Now my caliper bracket is held by two 18mm bolts, one in the top, one in the bottom. Those bolts are really tight, guys. If you don't have an impact, use a wrench and a hammer. The hammer is going to give you the extra strength to break it free and break it loose so you can ratchet it out slowly. But if it's just by ratchet, you will not make it. Now notice my caliper was a low stop, so I call on my best friend, the hammer, and I use him and I gently tap the caliper bracket with the caliper on it. Gently, because I don't want to damage the rotor. Gently, because I don't want to damage that caliper or break that caliper bracket. So once I tap it out and it's free, I want to take off my rotor. Once I got my rotor off, I want to put my caliper in a secure and safe enough position so I can work. And as you can see, there's my location, because you can't put too much stress on the brake lines. Now I'm looking at the wheel bearing and it can easily come off. 3 bolts, 18mm bolts in a triangular shape. Take it off, and if it's stuck by any chance, remember, call on your best friend the hammer to just knock it off. But remember how that shield goes. But if you forget that little dust shield, you can always look the other way and figure it out. Now I'm removing my wheel bearing wiring harness. Normally I should have done this step before taking off the wheel bearing, but I was in a hurry. But I would recommend taking off the harness before pulling off the wheel bearing. And just trace it around. Don't hurry. Trace it around. It's like a map thing. And as you tracing it around, remember how it went, because you're going to have to redo the same thing. So you have to have a good picture memory. Alright. So now I'm ready to reinstall my new wheel bearing. First thing, you see the ABS sensor comes with it, so I put it through the shield plate, and that little hole in the top will always show you how to align the ABS sensor. And I put it back in a good enough position, thread it in, and I'm good to go. From now on, really the job is done. My job is done, because everything you're gonna be doing is reversing the steps, and you can easily find your way back. But I'm just gonna keep going with y'all, because there are a couple tricks I want to show y'all as we go. So I reposition my ABS sensor. As I told y'all, it's a map thing, so I refollow my map. Good picture memory. And once I've repositioned my ABS sensor, I'm gonna be trying to put back my rotor and my caliper bracket. Now I have a little trick for the rotor. Once I put the rotor in position, I always take like a little lock nut and I thread it in so it can keep the rotor nice and tight, as y'all can see, because I don't want the rotor wobbling around while I'm trying to position my other parts like the caliper bracket. And now this is the last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with. That caliper bracket, guys, please make sure those bolts are really tight, for people's safety. Please, if you have the chance, if you're working at home without power tools, use your hammer and a wrench and double tap it as hard as you can to make it tight. Don't break the bolt, but make it tight. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching, because the job is over. I appreciate your time. I know I have an accent and it was hard for you guys to get me a little bit. That's why I'm really grateful y'all could watch. Hope this video could help, and if it did, thumbs up and subscribe. Drop a comment below and let me know how I can get better. Drop a comment below and let me know what video you want me to do. And please guys, always remember, mechanic is fun.